Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For a change of pace, today we're doing some new makeup that I've collected over the past couple of weeks. It's not a full face, but I thought it would still be fun to just test some new things out that I've seen at the shops. So let's get started immediately so this video isn't too long. I'm actually pre-filming a little bit just so that I have the next couple weeks free, as my fiance is actually arriving in a couple days from when I film this. So I don't want to be filming and all of that while he's here. I'll just be editing. So this is a little bit of a pre-film, but I hope everybody's having a great festive season. I guess I don't know when this is coming out, just before Christmas or after Christmas, but I guess this could give you a feeling of what you could get people that's new or that I've just seen that looked interesting. So starting off with kind of a moisturizer slash primer, and this is the Essence Hello Good Stuff 48-hour hydrating serum stick. I do have the liquid form of this, the gel, which I don't particularly love. This is supposed to be like cooling as well, and it's got 96% natural ingredients, no microplastics, no mineral oils, no parabens, no silicone or pegs. I don't know what pegs are, but there's none of that. It does look like a deodorant stick, so you just roll it up. It does smell very, very like menthol. It kind of reminds me of France for some reason. It smells very nostalgic. So I'm just going to swipe this on one side of my face so you can see if it actually does anything. When it goes on, it feels kind of waxy, but then as you rub it in, it starts to get like a watery consistency. I think I put too much on my forehead. So it has kind of mattified my face. As you can see, this side is with and this side without, and it's kind of done something for my pores, which I didn't expect at all. I'm gonna put a little bit more here. It doesn't feel really cooling like I thought it would feel, like that icy menthol feeling. If you've ever tried like the Head and Shoulders menthol menthol scent, you'll know that like slight cooling feeling that it gives your scalp, which should also help like stimulate your follicles, but this isn't that cooling. It's cooling initially when you put it on your face because I am quite warm today. Nothing too crazy. So I don't think this would give you any sort of reaction. It doesn't say that it's a primer, but I would class it as skincare rather than a primer. If you don't use a primer and just go in with a moisturizer, this will be great for that. I don't really have a place for it in my routine, but we'll see how makeup layers on top of this. I did get another primer as well. As I've mentioned a few times, I get married in like 4 months. So I've been trying different types of primers and foundation combinations. I saw this and I thought maybe it could help because I get so oily. And this is by Black Opal, and it's their Invisible Oil Blocking Gel Primer. However, this does have silicone in it, so it gives me a little bit of pores, but at the same time, I'm hoping it will erase my pores. But this box is massive and the actual tube is freaking tiny. The brand I feel like is quite expensive for what it is. I've never tried anything that I absolutely love from their brand, but I also haven't tried that much. I'm just going to put some on my finger. Yep, it's straight silicone. And I'm actually just going to put this in my T-zone. It doesn't smell of much, but it does have that silicone slip to it, which I don't particularly like because your foundation can move around quite a bit. So let's give that a second to dry down because it does say on the back to do that. So I'm going to give that a second and then go ahead and apply my foundation and concealer, as I didn't get those recently. I wanted to try the new Rimmel Multitasker, but it's still quite expensive. Like 230 bucks I thought was quite expensive for basically a glow product again, so I just skipped out on that. There's also the Catrice Invisible Skin, which again is also like 260 I want to say. Not in my budget right now, but I'm just going to go ahead and do that off camera and then we'll go ahead and move on. For cream bronzer, I actually have 2 options, which is so weird because this year I only tried about 6 of them in the last 12 months. Strange that I got 2, but I was interested in both of them. So the first one is the Essence Baby Got Bronze, and this is the same line as the blush and highlighter, which I didn't particularly like, so I don't know what possessed me to pick this up. But then I saw this was new, and it is the Essence Contouring Duo Stick. So they have have their own version of a duo stick now. I did get the deeper shade. I don't know why, but I think we'll try one on each side. It does have a double-ended stick, and actually either of these can work for me, but I'm gonna go with the deepest just to see what that will look like. It might give us like a proper shadow, so I'm just gonna draw some on my face there. It is very, very deep. I think I'm going to use this on my nose as well, and let's blend that out. Just going to use a flat topped brush and we'll tap that out. It does blend really easily. I like that. It's not moving around too much. Oh, that's really nice actually. I'm just worried that it could get muddy with the blush that I chose. I'm gonna blend out the nose and then we'll go ahead and try the other one on the other side. I actually really like that on the nose. I don't know if there's still stripes. I can kind of see it, but I kind of can't. But I think that looks really nice. But on the other side, we'll use the Baby Got bronze, and it's got like a little poof and an on and off switch. I hate how these pop out though. There we go. Oh, that's quite deep. What shade is this? Tantastic. So I'm just going to put the 3 dots there. Let's see if that's enough. I'm just going to use the same brush, because the formula is completely different. Okay, this is very red. Don't like it as much as I like the stick, to be honest with you. I just find like it can look pretty patchy. If I had to pick between the two, I definitely recommend this stick rather than this. I just chose this, I think, because I saw that they had a couple of deeper shades, so that's why I went for this, but it is very, very red toned. Moving into blush, I thought this packaging was the cutest, so that is why I picked this up, but this is the Essence Juicy Melon Tinted Lip and Cheek Balm. However, I find this really strange because it's basically clear. So I'm not sure if it's like a pH adjusting one, but they do also have like a seal on here, which is great. They're learning. It's supposed to smell like watermelon, but it just smells like really cheap makeup. So I'm just going to try it on the lips first. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's pH adjusting, and it doesn't say that on the packaging anywhere. Okay, it does feel like a lip balm, so I'm not sure how it will do as a blush, so let's try it. I'm just gonna grab a little angled brush and pick some of that. I think this is gonna be very sticky. I couldn't even finish my sentence there, but let's go ahead and try it on the cheeks. That's like a proper glazed cheek, which is not my preferred texture, but I did really like the packaging, so I thought we'd try it out. It is definitely a pH adjusting. It is a pretty pink. I like the color, but I do not love the texture. Ooh, the texture is like almost Vaseline-y. I don't know if I could recommend this personally. I don't have any powder products, so I'm going to jump off camera quickly and powder my face, and then we'll get into the eyes and lips, and then we'll be done. Okay, so that's my face powdered, and I haven't added any additional blush or bronzer. I thought we'd just leave it, but look how much this one's still showing, and that one has disappeared quite a bit. I did use a foundation powder over the top, so that's great that that's still showing through, but not so great for that disappearing. You can still see the blush as well, which I'm shocked by. It was a bit of a mission to powder it. I used a loose powder and then this on top of it, and it still kind of feels a bit tacky. Moving into eyeshadow, I got this little quad. This is new from Passion Pro. I haven't seen these before, so I was quite excited. There were a couple of colorways, but I thought this one looked nice and festive. So this is called Berry Nice, and it is a cute little quad. So this shade over here is called Barely Blush. This one is Treasure, Berry Blast, and Smoothie. And it's really slim as well. If you look at the packaging, it feels sturdy as well. I'm shocked. They've upped their game quite a bit, but also with that comes like a little bit of a price hike. So usually they're about 49 Rand for their palettes, which is normally a £5. This one was 89 Rand for 4, but the pans are significantly bigger as well, and like I said, the packaging is so much better than what they've done in the past. I'm just going to go in with this, what's this one called, Smoothie, this lighter plummy color that I'm going to put in the crease. Okay, it's a little bit deeper than I was hoping. The color pigment is amazing. Then I'm going to go ahead and use this shade called Berry Blast, and it's slightly deeper purple, plum, whatever you want to call it, and I hope it's much deeper than the one we just applied. Actually, that's really nice. It's really blendable, and it actually isn't blending away. That's really, really nice. Next, we'll use the shade on the lid, and it's called Barely Blush. Did I say that before? Berry Blush. But Barely Blush. I'll show you. This one over here. It does feel very powdery, and I'm not expecting high shine from it. What that looks like. It's not high shine. It's not the best shimmer I've ever tried on my eyes, but it's nice for like an everyday palette. I would definitely recommend this. For some reason it looks better on that eye than it does on this one. I don't know if it's the placement of my lights, but this eye definitely gripped onto the particles better. Then lastly, for the inner corner, we'll use the last shade, which is called Treasure. That picks up really well on a brush, and I am going to spray it with a little bit of setting spray just to make it pop. That will place on the inner corner. Ooh, that is a nice shade. And I'll just blend that into the deeper shimmer. I really like that. I think it looks really, really nice, and all the shadows were blendable. They did what they were supposed to do. It didn't exceed my expectations, but I know I do like their shadows enough, so I think it's great. I think it's a really good option if you were in the market for a more affordable eyeshadow. It's much better than Essence in my opinion. Yeah, I would definitely recommend this. For mascara, I did get a new one, and this is the Call Me Queen mascara by Essence. This has been out for a little bit now. I didn't want to try it initially, but then I thought about this video, so I was like, might as well throw it in. My mom needs a couple of new mascaras, so maybe I'll do a couple strokes and then give this to her. I've heard good things about this. I did, however, hear that it does flake, so I will put that in the description below, so do have a look. Actually, I'm going to do this eye because my liner ended up being a little bit thicker on this eye, which was not intended, so I'm going to put it on this eye. I do like the wand. It's one of my favorite types of wand, just the rubber bristles, but I feel like they're placed too far apart in my opinion. Let me give you a closer look. I just think the bristles are too far apart, and it is separating, but it's also making me look like I don't have many lashes. So this is the side with and the side without, and I put about 2 coats on this eye, so that's what it's looking like. I'm going to do the other eye, and then I might do one more coat and see what that looks like. I'm not going to lie, but this didn't wow me. It does what it needs to do, but I think I prefer the Princess Lash for sure. This one is, maybe it's just because I just opened it, but it's very wet. And as much as it is separating, because the formula is so wet and the comb is so sparse, I feel like it makes my lashes look unruly, and it doesn't smoothly apply it up, in my opinion. So that is what we have for mascara. If that's the effect you like, I would recommend, but for me, it's not dramatic enough. And then lastly, for lips, I have another product by Black Opal, and this is their liquid matte lipstick. I don't normally like liquid mattes, but it just depends on how it dries down. But I thought it would be a great option to see as well for the wedding, because I do want to start with like a nude lip for like the ceremony and stuff, and then maybe change my lip a little bit later because I love a red lip. But I don't want it to get all over my dress or all over the groom, because that would be disastrous. I'm going to start with a lip liner, and it's just one of my old ones, and then we'll go ahead and use this. And the shade I got is Cherry Blaze. I'm not sure if I said that. The applicator is very standard, but I'm just going to fill my lips with this. Upon first application, it is pretty moussey and quite opaque. Do not like the smell. And that's the red lip. I really like it, so I'm going to give that a second to dry down while I let down my hair and maybe add a touch of blush, and then we'll round out this video. So this is our final look, and I'm really happy with it. Looking in the mirror right now, it looks really, really good. I really liked everything that we used today, except I wouldn't recommend this, but everything else I think is pretty great. So I gave this like a 30 seconds to dry down. I'm not sure if it's enough, but it does have that telltale sticky feeling that matte lipsticks do. And I'm going to do the kiss test. It's still transferring a little bit, but it could be because I added too much. But I will definitely add my wear notes in the description bar below. I think my standout products are definitely the contour stick and the eyeshadow palette. If there was anything you would take out of this video, I would definitely recommend these two. The lipstick I can't speak to. I really do like the shade. That's like my perfect red, but obviously we'll have to wait and see if it cracks or has that powdery texture, which most liquid lipsticks do, more matte liquid lipsticks. So I'll have to let you know on that, but do check the description bar. I think the mascara is average. I don't think you should go out your way to get it. It did what a mascara needed to do, but it didn't wow me in any way. Not to warrant like coming up with a completely new mascara when they have the princess ones, which are great. So I'll let you know again in the description bar about these. I don't really love these, but it was good to try it out and have an opinion on that now. That's everything from me, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you've tried any of these products or if you plan to try any of this. If I don't speak to you again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hopefully 2025 is going to be better than 2024. I had a rough year. I'm looking forward to next year getting married and becoming a missus and stuff. Thank you all for riding it out with me this year. I really do appreciate it. I doubled my subscribers and I'm really, really grateful for every single one of you. I will be doing a giveaway again when I hit 1,000 subscribers, and it'll be a nice hefty one. But yeah, that's it from me. I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.